Hello everyone, welcome to class today. We're going to be moving through a grounded flow. So we're going to start class by sitting cross-legged on your mat. You can sit with a pillow underneath your hips if that feels good, or just flat on the mat. Let's bring our hands down to the knees, close your eyes, and start to take some deep inhales and exhales through your nose. Really taking this first few minutes of your yoga practice to arrive on your mat and check in with the state of your body, your mind, your heart. Just noticing what's present for you and how you're coming to your yoga mat today. Notice the parts of your body that are connected to the floor. Just letting yourself be fully supported by the earth before we begin to move. Remembering that it is from this place of a grounded root system that we can expand and move more freely through life. Let's take one more deep breath in and sigh it out through the mouth. You can open your eyes. Let's bring hands out to either side and start to sweep the arms overhead, gazing up. Exhale, part your arms, chin down to the chest. Inhale, sweep arms up and overhead. Exhale, chin to chest. Good, sweeping arms up and over. Let's drop the left hand down, right arm reach up and over. Side bend here. Inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, other side. Just come through this movement like you're a tree floating in the wind. Inhale, both arms up. And exhale, over to the side. Similar motion, but this time I'm going to come into a twist. So left hand on right knee, right fingertips behind you. Inhale, get length. Exhale, twist a little deeper. Just starting the practice. We're not twisting too strongly to begin with. Just warming up the spine. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, right hand to left knee. I know I messed up the cue in the earlier part. I said right hand when it was left. That's because both arms up. It's confusing to know if you're mirroring on the video or using the same side. Let's one more time. Come into your side bend. This time hold it a little bit deeper. You can even come down onto the left forearm and gaze up underneath the arm of the right hand. Inhale, come back to center, other side. Just lengthening into that side body. Gazing up underneath the arm. Inhale, back up. Let's bring the hands behind your hips. Gently raise the hips up. Any amount that you want. This could just be several inches or a bit more. Lower the hips down. From here, you're going to stay where you are. I'm just moving to show you. I'm going to walk the fingertips forward. Come all the way down onto the mat. Press the palms into the mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And roll yourself back up. And back to neutral spine. Inhale, reach both arms up. And exhale, reach both hands behind you. Clasp your hands into one fist. Open the shoulders. And now exhale, melt forward. You can bring the forehead onto the mat. We're stretching the fists up overhead, stretching out the shoulders. Inhale, coming back up. Straighten out the legs. Give the knees a shake. Let's bring the knees into a V shape. So once again, you can stay where you are on the mat. I'm just rotating to give you a little bit better view. And rotate your upper body. Just listen to what your body needs. This can feel really nice as a stretch for the hamstrings, as well as rotating through the hips, A little bit of stretch for the spine, maybe playing here in the front. Just a little bit of free movement. And drop the hands down, straight in front of you, fold down, roll all the way up. And this time we're going to cross the legs the opposite direction. Let's see if I can remember. It's going to be the way that feels a little bit more weird. Bring the hands onto your shoulders. I'm just going to come into some twists. Moving a little bit more quickly, twisting out the torso, the spine. See if you can keep your gaze in line with your chest. So we're not twisting our neck farther than our upper body is moving. Good. Coming back to either side one more time. Let's press behind. Raise up the hips. Lower back down. Let's come up onto the knees. So when we're on the knees, if you need to put a little pillow or fold your mat over, that can be a little bit more comfortable. I'm just going to roll out the wrists. Clasp them together, roll them out. Good. And here, let's extend our left leg out to the side. Inhale, right arm up and over, bending down into this supported half moon, or it's also known as gate pose. Feeling the stretch moving through your side body here. Good. Inhale, right fingertips down, left arm up. Inhale, back up. And exhale, come back to your knees. Let's make some arm and shoulder circles here. So this one is like a backstroke, as though you're swimming in a pool on your back. Try to keep your upper body square to the front if you can. Just rotating the shoulders, checking out your range of movement here. Now both arms up, over and behind. Bring the hands to the hips or lower back. Here's how it will look. Inhale, get some length, and exhale, gently pressing the hips forward. We're not shoving them forward too hard. This is still warming up the spine. Just finding a gentle arch, gazing up. Tops of your feet can be here on the floor. And coming back up, we're going to bring our hands onto the mat. Come down into puppy pose. So our hips are staying right where they are over the knees. Just walking the hands out, melting the heart down towards the mat. Forehead can come rest on the mat. And breathe here. This should feel really nice in your shoulders. And walk yourself back up. Good. Roll out the shoulders a little bit. And let's do the other side. So right leg extends out, your toes are pointing ahead. And sweep the left arm up and over. Be gazing underneath the arm. Breathe here. And let's flow, bringing the left fingertips to the mat, right arm to the sky. Using your core here, so we're not swinging with momentum. We're using our core, moving nice and slow, filled with intention. Nice. All the way back up. And bringing the knees back together. Let's just move the hips in a circle here. Really trying to bring some flow into the body. See if you can let this circle actually move all the way up to your spine. So can you just move your body like there's this snake inside of you, undulating, and the other way. It might feel a little bit weird, but this is incredibly healthy for the spine to move in this very fluid way. You can let the neck become a part of it. Good. And wherever you are, let's sit our heels back all the way down into child's pose. Your choice if you'd like your knees open or to keep the knees together for your child's pose. Either way, let your forehead come down to the mat and keep your palms pressing down so your arms are engaged. And 3 or 4 deep breaths here. And rolling up to your tabletop position, shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Going to move through a few rounds of cat and cow. So dropping, extending the spine, gazing up, feeling a stretch through your throat. Exhale, press through the mat, rounding your spine like a cat. A couple of times like this. And again, we're going to come to a little bit more fluid motion. So give yourself space, pressing your hands a little bit more forward and come into some hip circles. You can do circles. You can even just drop the hips side to side if that feels best for you. Waking up the hips here. Moving in both directions. Wherever you are, I'm going to come back to the middle, roll forward and simply drop the hips down, but be really careful to support yourself here with your arms, gazing up. Should feel nice extension, stretch through the spine, and then exhale, using your core, come back, sit the heels, hips on the heels for child's pose. One more time like that. Gently drop the hips down, gazing up. And exhale, hips to the heels. Nice. Let's come back through our tabletop. Extend your right foot straight back behind you. Sole of the foot pressing towards the back of the room. Exhale, round it in. So let's move again through this cat-cow spine. Rounding. Inhale, extend. This time, drop your foot towards the inside of the foot behind your back toe. And again, coming through a modified side plank, right arm up towards the sky. Exhale. Let's make some semicircles here with the arm. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, around and down. Follow your breath. And really pressing down through that left hand for balance. Next time you come up, let's kickstand the left foot behind you so you can come up into this same gate pose that we were in before. Bending over here. Exhale, left fingertips down, right arm parallel to the ear this time. So you should really feel this one line of energy. You can see in my body it's one straight line from my fingertips all the way down to my right foot. And using your core, coming back up through gate. Exhale, modified side plank. Now, bring your hands back to the front of the mat. We're going to walk our hands around to the back. Come onto the heel of the back foot, toes pointing up towards the sky. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, stretch down, folding the crown of your head down towards your knee. So we're stretching out the hamstring here, half Hanumanasana, half splits. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Good. From here, plant your front foot. Just going to rise up into a low lunge. And drop the left hand down to the mat. Peel the right arm up to the sky. So twisted low lunge, or optionally you can lift the back knee, come onto the ball of the back foot. Up to you. Either way is fine. Wherever you are, let's frame the front foot. We're going to step all the way back to our tabletop. One more round of cat-cow, maybe two. Wash that all out. We'll do the second side. Inhale, drop the spine. Exhale, round. Good. From here, inhale, left leg straight back behind you. Let's bring it in, move through this cat and cow several times. Inhale, extend. This time, drop it down. Peel the left arm, all the way up to the sky. We've been here before. This time, let's make those half circles. Once again, exploring the range of motion with your shoulder. Inhale, sweeping all the way around and up. And exhaling down. Beautiful. Let's kickstand the right leg back, up through gate, and exhale down. Left arm overhead. Inhale, floating up through gate pose. Nice stretch through the right side. Exhale down. This time, bring both hands to the mat. Walk yourself back to the front. Kicking, rotating the back foot back towards the mat, back of the mat. Inhale, lengthen your spine so toes are pointing up towards the sky. Exhale, fold. If you have blocks, you can use those here to keep your spine nice and straight. Otherwise, you can rest your hands on your knee, on your shin, or down onto the mat. Keeping your toe flexed will help to amplify the stretch here. Breathe, don't forget to breathe. And plant the front foot, roll up through high lunge, low lunge, sorry. Exhale, right hand to the mat, peel the left arm up to the sky. Twisted low lunge, or you can tuck the back toe for a little bit more heat. Not necessary, but a good option. And frame the front foot. This time we're going to step forward in between the hands, coming into a forward fold. Crown of the head towards the mat. Bend your knees if necessary. It's totally fine. From here, inhale, rolling our spine up vertebrae by vertebrae. Arms come overhead. Exhale, palms to heart center. Staying here at the top of our mat. Let's close the eyes, take a few breaths. Let's check in with your body. Make sure that your feet are pressing evenly into the floor, into the mat. And see if you can shift your balance to be pretty equally distributed between the feet. We're going to drop your arms to your side. Inhale, sweep your arms up and overhead. Exhale, dive forward, folding over your feet. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to knees or thighs. Flat back, crown of the head is forward. Exhale, forward fold, step directly back into downward facing dog. First one of the day. Walking out the knees, perhaps. Slight bend in the elbows. Press the front of the mat away from you. Again, stepping out your heels might feel good to stretch the hamstrings in this first downward dog. Come into stillness here in your down dog. Breathe in. Exhale. Inhale, rotate. Not really rotate, but slide yourself forward into a high plank. So top of a push-up here. Press the backs of your knees up towards the sky. Press the mat away from you with your palms. Crown of your head is pointing forward. Inhale, nice and strong. Engage your core. Exhale, push back, downward dog. Several more like that. Inhale, come forward. High plank. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, high plank, rolling forward like a wave. This time, drop your knees down. Bend your elbows, untuck your toes. Go all the way down through your belly. Inhale, press through the mat. Rise up through a cobra. Shoulders away from your ears. Tuck your toes. Press it back to downward facing dog. 3 more breaths here. And then we're going to start to move a little bit more. Inhale. Exhale, drop the heels if you can. Inhale here, gaze forward, step or hop in between your hands. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, sweep the arms up. Exhale, palms to heart center. Here we go, moving a little quickly now. Inhale, arms up. More quickly, I should say. Exhale, hands to the mat. We won't go too fast. Inhale, halfway lift, crown of the head forward. Exhale, this time let's step the right foot back, coming into low lunge. Inhale, move with your breath. Exhale, cactus the arms open. Front knee is over front ankle. Inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, Hinge forward, straighten your front leg, toes pointing up, half splits. Inhale, plant the front foot, rising up into your lunge. Exhale, frame the front foot, step it back, downward dog. Inhale, roll forward through plank. Exhale, knees, chest and chin to the ground. Inhale, rise up to your cobra. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Other side, right foot right away, steps between the hands. Lower down the knee, inhale, rise. Exhale, cactus your arms open. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, straighten the front leg, toes pointing up, stretching down, half split. Inhale, plant your front foot one more time through your lunge. And exhale, frame the front foot, stepping forward this time. Launch yourself forward into your fold. Right away, we'll roll up one vertebrae at a time into standing mountain. Palms to your heart. Again, inhale, circle your arms overhead. Exhale, dive it forward, crown of the head towards the ground. Halfway lift, hands to knees or thighs, flat back. Exhale, this time let's step or jump both feet back directly into a plank. Let's explore shifting the weight forward and backward. Shift the heels forward, push the heels back. Can you keep your spine in one straight line? I think my butt just went up a little bit, but that's okay. From here, drop the knees, chest and chin, untuck the toes. Inhale, press up a little bit higher this time through your cobra. Exhale, hips to heels, child's pose. Let's take 3 full rounds of breath here. And coming back up through tabletop, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up to the sky, 3-legged dog. Bend the knee, open up your hip. Make 3 circles with your right knee, tucking your heel in towards your bum. And reverse direction with the circles. Good. Inhale, square off your hips, 3-legged dog. Exhale, bring the knee in towards your chest. Step the foot in between your hands. Rise up into high lunge. Inhale here. Exhale, bend a little bit deeper. Press the back knee up towards the sky, straightening out that leg. Open the arms, cactus here. Exhale. Inhale, both arms up. Palms to heart center. Twist your upper body to the right. From here, either hook the elbow outside the right knee, stay here, or you can open up into extended arms in this twist, maybe gazing up at the ceiling. Keep that back knee pressing towards the sky. Rolling up either this way or your arms out, standing high twist. Exhale. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back, downward facing dog. Nice. Inhale, rotate forward. Your way, either knees, chest, and chin, or chaturanga. Leave it up to you. Inhale, high cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a few breaths, recenter yourself here. How does it feel having one side and not the other? We're going to get into the left side now. Inhale, left leg up to the sky, 3-legged dog. Bend the knee, open up the hip. Pressing the heel in towards your bum and make some knee circles. One direction. Almost like you're painting a circle on the sky if your knee is holding a paintbrush. Good. Square your hips, 3-legged dog. Step the left foot in between your hands. Using your core, come all the way up to high lunge. Inhale, press the back knee up towards the sky. Press that back heel towards the mat. Exhale, cactus the arms open. Small back bend. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, palms to heart center, rotating to the left this time. Either hooking the elbow across the knee and stay here using that hook to deepen your twist, or extend the arms open. Gaze up at the top finger if you like. It makes the balance a little bit more tricky. Wherever you are, whichever twist, we're going to call upon a great amount of strength to come out, stay in the twist, whether it's here or here. And then inhale, back through high lunge. Exhale, hands to the mat, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Inhale, gaze forward, bend your knees, step or hop in between your hands, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, roll yourself up. And palms to heart center. Take a little bit of a break from our sun salutations here. Come to the long side of your mat. Extend your feet out wide. Feet are parallel. Hands onto your hips. And open your elbows behind you. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. See if you can shift your weight slightly into the balls of the feet. Go ahead and release your fingertips to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant the right fingertips, the right palm, I should say, on the mat. Inhale, peel your left arm up to the sky. You can stay here, or the left hand can find the inside of your right hip crease to deepen the twist. Gazing up to the sky. Breathe. Bring your arm back around the way you came in. Left palm to the mat. Inhale, right arm up to the sky. Exhale, reach around or keep it up here as you like. Coming back out the way you came in. Roll yourself back up. Let's come into goddess. So shift your heels inward, bend the knees. Maybe pressing the hands here for a minute inside your thighs, which helps to really lengthen the spine. This way that feels really good. From here, keep your knees bent, engaging the thighs. Bring the arms up to cactus. And let's rotate, twist open to the right, center, left, center. Good. Inhale, both hands behind you. Clasp the hands, straighten your feet. Straighten your legs, I should say, parallel the feet. Exhale, forward fold. Opening the shoulders here. Release your hands to the mat. Rotate back to the front. Step between your hands. And roll back up to stand, rolling your shoulders back, one at a time. From here, let's bring the hands to either side. Bend your knee, scoop the floor by your feet. Rise up into chair pose. Inhale. Bending the knees, sitting in an imaginary chair. Exhale, forward fold, crown of the head towards the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, continuing to flow. Exhale, step or jump both feet straight back, coming into downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up to the sky. Exhale, right knee to the chest, step it forward, high lunge again. Just for a breath here. Open up into warrior two. Back foot is parallel to the back of the mat. Inhale, flip the front palm, reverse warrior. Exhale, right forearm comes to right thigh, left arm parallel to left ear. Side angle pose. Just coming into this supported version. You can also place your hand onto the ground if you like. Here I'll demonstrate forearm supported. Inhale, rise back up through warrior two. Gazing over those front middle fingers, make sure your arms are nice and strong. Straighten your front knee. Maybe walk your back toes in a little bit, angling the back toes slightly inward. And we're going to hinge forward, reaching forward with the right fingertips until your body naturally hinges down, coming into our triangle pose. Three breaths here. And bend the front knee. Let's come back through reverse warrior. Windmill the arms down. Step back, downward facing dog. You can stay here if you like. You can always rest in child's pose or move through a vinyasa, coming through plank, knees, chest, and chin, or chaturanga. Find your back bend, and downward facing dog. Again, if you'd like a moment to rest in child's, that's all up to you. Excuse me. Other side. Inhale, left leg straight back and up. Knee to the chest. Step it between your hands. Inhale, rise into your high lunge. Right away, opening to warrior two. Here we are. Nice strong knee, nice strong leg here. Knee over the ankle. Flip the front palm. Reverse warrior. And shifting forward to side angle. Gazing up underneath your arm. Feel that one line of energy moving through your right side body. And breathe. Inhale, come back up through warrior two. Straighten the front leg. And hinging forward into triangle. Finding a point to gaze as your right fingertips reach high to the sky. Bend into the front knee, coming back up through your warrior two. Reverse one more time. And cartwheel the arms down, stepping back to your downward facing dog. Let's lower down the knees, wide, and all come down into child's pose. Take some big breaths that reach all the way into your back body. Let's roll up onto the knees, coming into one final back bend here. We've spent a little bit of time practicing this. Let's do one more time. These back strokes with our arms. Range of motion with the shoulder might be a little bit greater now. Now both arms up overhead. Let's have the hands find the hips or lower back. You can tuck the toes. Just gently press the hips forward. Stay here if you like. Step two, be reaching back with one hand towards the heel, maybe finding the heel. Step three, maybe finding the heel with both hands for camel pose, Ustrasana. Gaze up towards the sky. Again, if you're still here, this is completely fine. Just find your version of the pose. Maybe you want to go deeper. This is too easy. You can untuck your toes and reach down for the toes. As we come out, make sure to support your back with one hand and the other. Slowly, slowly, slowly coming out. And let's sit down onto the heels. Find your way onto the mat. Cross your legs. Let's just make some circles with the hips here again. Neutralize that back bend. Beautiful. Let's extend the right leg out in front. Left foot finds the inner thigh. Inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, forward fold, head to your knee, Janusirsasana. And starting to wind it down. Take this time to really check in with your body, how you're feeling, what this experience of this class has been like for you. Now rolling up, let's bend the right knee, cross it over the left. See if you can give it a squeeze. If this is too much, feel free to just squeeze the knee in here, give it a hug. So find your own version, either straight in front or crossed over the left thigh. Hug it with your left arm and circle the right arm up and over for a little bit deeper version of this seated twist. Be gazing over the back, shoulder, to the back of the room. And coming back here, if it's available for you, you can cross the right knee on top of the left, come into Gomukhasana legs. So this is quite a hip opener. See where your body is at today. Maybe it just feels good to stay here. Maybe this already feels like a super good stretch for the hips. We'll just stay with it for a couple more breaths. Or if you feel to go down and explore Gomukhasana, stacking knees, you can fold here. This can feel really deep for the hips, which can sometimes bring up emotions or some stuck energy. So really deepen your breath here and make space for that. Wherever you are, go ahead and come out. You'll switch legs, Janusirsasana. Inhale, arms up. Exhale and fold head towards the knee. Just letting your spine melt forward. And inhale, come back up. Bend that knee. You can either stay here, give this a hug. This is the starting place for your twist. Or for a little bit deeper, cross the foot to the outside of the right thigh. Sweep the left fingertips up and around, finding contact with the ground behind you. And enjoy this spinal twist. With an inhale, it gives you more length to the spine. Exhale, deepens the twist. Good. Go ahead and come back. We're going to come into this hip opener. So again, maybe you're good here. Want to explore stacking the knees. Maybe you feel good staying here. You don't need to bend forward. Or explore if you have a little bit of movement here. This can deepen. And the farther forward, if you need even deeper, bringing your feet forward will even deepen the stretch. Whew, that's a little bit too much for me. And rolling yourself out. Let's bring the soles of our feet together. Wave the legs, the knees like butterflies. And it's nice to kind of give your feet a massage in this Baddha Konasana. Foot massage is so lovely. And then fold yourself forward. Maybe your elbows can help open up the thighs. Your knees don't have to touch the floor. If you're up here, you may be already getting a great stretch. Just honor your body always. We're all flexible and our bodies move we're flexible in different ways and our bodies look different in different ways. I happen to have really open hips, but I'm not flexible in other areas of yoga, and it's all totally normal. I'm sure you are the same. And finally, let's bring the feet out in front. Reach both arms up and exhale, fold. Just enjoy these final few breaths here in our seated pose. As we prepare to come up and come down onto the mat, so bend your knees. You may be on your mat like this already. Arms out in front. Roll yourself down to the mat. Enjoy lying down here. And give your knees a hug and a squeeze, maybe holding under the thighs, under the shins. And rocking back and forth. You can find this nice little spot to massage the sacrum. It can feel really good. You can close your eyes the rest of this practice if you like. From here, we're going to roll both knees over to the right side. Open up the arm, drop the head to the left. To deepen this, you can cross the left knee over the right. So choose your leg position. And close your eyes, letting your gaze drop off to the left. The spinal twist is deeply nourishing, cleansing for your organs. So let this be a moment of deep inner cleansing for your internal world. As we come back out of this twist, maybe uncross your knees if you had them. Curl yourself up into a ball, bring your chin up towards your knees, and drop off to the other side. So again, either crossing the knees or just stacking them. You can place your hand on the knee to deepen the twist. And close your eyes. Slowly start to rotate yourself back through the center. Hug your knees in again. Now let's straighten the knees up towards the sky. Press the soles of your feet to the ceiling. And just let your hands rest on the mat. This modified version of legs up the wall. It's a very simple inversion. Very deeply relaxing and restorative for the nervous system. Breathe in, exhale. Now bend the knees, take the insides of the feet, just rock back and forth, your happy baby. And seeing if there's any other postures that your body is craving right now. You can go ahead and feel free to take those if you're wanting a shoulder stand or anything else. Otherwise, the next minute or two, find your way down into your Shavasana, letting your feet drop to either side of the mat, arms relaxing on the mat, either face up for more openness or face down for a bit more grounding. And let your breath return to its natural rhythm. Feeling your body come into a state of deep relaxation. Almost as though you're floating away from the busyness of your mind, your day-to-day life. Your breath is enough to sustain you. in just simply being. Shavasana is the most important pose of yoga because it helps our bodies to assimilate everything we've done in the practice. Without it, we are incomplete. It's still good to practice yoga, even if you don't Shavasana, but it gives you that integration where everything you've done can weave into your life, goes deeper into your body, your bones. So feel free to stay here as long as you need. If you'd like to finish the practice lying down, that's completely fine. If you have the time and space to be here a bit longer. Otherwise, start to wiggle your fingers and your toes, bringing some movement back to your extremities, maybe taking a stretch overhead. And rolling yourself to one side. And bring yourself back up. And keep your eyes closed. If you choose to come back and sit. And take some deep breaths in through the nose. And out through the mouth. Bring your palms to heart center. Just take a moment to feel gratitude for one thing about yourself that you really love. Smile, recognize that. Yeah, you're awesome. And thank you for practicing with me today. It's been so fun. And I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Namaste. See you later.